Welcome to the Deadzone podcast. Deadzone is the sci-fi tabletop miniature skirmish game from Mantic Games. And now, here are your hosts, Rob Harper and Jack Pike. And I am your announcer, William Randolph Wintergreen.
Welcome to this special episode of Deadzone the podcast. In this episode, we have a bit of a story for you. As always, you can go to deadzonegame.podbean.com, or you can search YouTube for Deadzone the podcast to see all our real episodes. You can also check out Vinland Old Time Radio at vinlandoldtimeradio.podbean.com to hear more of our radio plays and other inane ramblings. And now on to the story. Enter the Deadzone 1, Embedded, by Jack Fike and Rob Harper. Vast areas of space are claimed by human corporations. They are not seen as the benign overlords they portray themselves to be in every system and by every race. For some, they are tyrants and dictators. Whether it is insurrection, greed, or alien invasion, there are often times when corporations want all the news from a system to simply stop while they resolve the issue. So when things get seriously out of hand, like when marauding pirate fleets seize a colony, when rebels throw off corporate shackles, or when a plague incursion breaks out, they order containment protocol and send in their enforcers to deal with it. This is also known as a dead zone.
Hello, GCPS. Welcome to News Pod 1. I am John Smith 2, and today we have a very special report from field reporter John Smith 5. John Smith 5 is embedded with a Reb group who are, as we speak, making a raid on a settlement of Nexus Psi. We tried to find where Nexus Psi is on our galactic maps, but it has suddenly disappeared from them. We're looking into why that is, but right now we go to John Smith 5 on the ground. Thank you, John Smith 2. We are just disembarking the landing craft now. As we made atmosphere, we had an issue where our navigation went out, but we made it here safe and sound thanks to the rebel pilot. I'm with this scrappy group of underdogs. We have many different races here with us. Yindage, Sorak, next to humans, and even the Teraton. It is amazing to see all of these divergent races working together. Here we have the Yindage Sergeant of the group, named Sergeant, can we get a second of your time? How do you feel about species of every color working together like this?
I don't even see color. Everyone is purple to me.
I don't see in color either.
Well, that's because Soraks don't see in color.
That was a Sorak soldier named The alien nature of the Sorak standing on his hands and holding his large blaster in his clawed feet is a little unsettling at first, but no one else even bats an eye. The large Teraton walks by slowly, and I snatch a question. How about you? What do you think about the class struggle within the galactic prosperity sphere? The winged Craw named sharpens a long machete nearby. What about you, Craw? I move along and see even more aliens working side by side without the prejudices we see in the core worlds. I dub this the United Colors of Rebeldom. Aliens working hand in hand to vanquish the oppressive corporation empire is what they say they are doing. They claim they are making sure the vital medical supplies are procured to get to the poor. Of course, the corporations say they are thieves and terrorists. Let's ask the smallest race here on this mission, the Z's. Some say the Z's are genetically engineered monkeys. Why did you join the rebellion, Mr.
It's 'cause I like stealing things.
The Reb leader turns and jumps in after hearing what the Z said.
He means he likes procuring things for the poor on the oppressed worlds, didn't you?
Yeah, that's it. Procuring.
Okay. The female leader of the Rebs sends the Z's off on some assignment, and I get a chance to talk to a few of the humans who work alongside of these aliens. And what about you? Why did you join these rebels?
Not much of a choice. Because if we had a choice...
The Reb leader again rushes in. She just coughs and shakes her head.
I mean, it's wonderful to be included in such a diverse and liberal group of...
So you don't feel inadequate to be surrounded by all of these aliens with such great weapons and abilities? Because compared to all these guys, you really can't do that much.
Well,
It's just that you only have rifles, and the Indige are plentiful and fill that role pretty well. It's like you're superfluous to the team. The bar was set pretty high with you guys. Hey there, where are you going? Was it something I said? The human reb storms off at this point. I'm not sure why, but maybe I can get to the bottom of it later. The Teraton walks by again. How about you? What do you think about your human allies? That's not really an answer. I turn towards the Reb leader, who is standing nearby, watching like a hawk. You're a human also, correct? How do you feel about being surrounded by all these alien... what? Why are you always standing on a box like that?
This stance makes me look important. I would also be pointing, but I have a data pad in my hand. Do you know how hard it is for a woman out here? Everyone would think the big Grogan would be the leader. Do you know how hard it is to get respect in this male-dominated universe? Do you see any other leaders who are female? I don't think so. Only the rebels believe in equality of the races and the sexes.
Really? Equality of the sexes? How many females other than you are in the rebel faction?
The Teratons are female, you sexist pig.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So, how do you feel about being a female Teraton in a male-dominated universe? What do you think about the plague?
What's a plague?
You know the reason for what happened to the nav computer was a dead zone. Why did you think the corporation erased whole systems from the galaxy maps?
We never really thought about it. We just thought it was a good place to get free stuff.
So in all the dead zone raids you've gone on, you've never met a plague? You know this is a horrendously dangerous place to be. You could be attacked by these genetically mutated monsters at any time.
Oh, is that why there's no one around? That must be what happened to Bob. We just thought it was enforcers who ate him.
Enforcers don't eat people!
That's what they want you to think. We have to get out of here!
Well, I guess that ends our exclusive interview with the Rebels, currently raiding Nexus Psi. Well, I hope John Smith 5 will be alright. He's our best field reporter.
He's our only field reporter.
Well, there is that too. From News Pod 1, your only source for independent news. This is John Smith 2 signing off. Be safe out there.
Here is your host, Rob, to tell you how to contact us here at the Deadzone Podcast.
Thank you, Wintergreen. You can listen to us on our website, deadzonegame.podbean.com. You can email us at deadzonepodcast@gmail.com, and you can follow us on Twitter at deadzonepodcast. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Join us next time for some more of the Deadzone Podcast. Vinland Old Time Radio.
It is to laugh.
Astro!
Hoy there, Dirigible.
It's a gavel, a haunted gavel.
Have you read The King in Yellow?
Africa's a continent?
It's with great protest.
Ooh, now that's some fine programming.
VinlandOldTimeRadio.podbean.com